AJ, do y'all want to see some AJ? I think we should see some motherfucking some guys, we got a new topic here today. We've got a new topic. Let's wait for some more people to file in here before we start bringing people up, y'all. Y'all already know how to get some people in here and speed up the debates. Copy the link! Copy the link! Y'all do this every day. Every day, copy the link. Tell people that Tashika is, like, what are we doing? Y'all know I shouldn't even have to remind you. You're trying to piss me off. And I don't find it funny. Anyway, you guys. Yeah, you should be sorry. You should be sorry. Okay? Double tap the screen. I want 10K. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get the debate started, y'all. Give it a second. We in. And AJ, if you ever need to take a break, then just tell me, okay?
I got it.
Get a job, you fat stupid bitch. And all you people sending her money, you're retarded. You fat stupid bitch. Get a job, you fucking ugly bitch.
Oh no. Oh no, he's angry. Oh no.
Normal Republican conversation.
But wait. But here's it. Like, I feel like people get it mixed up. I'm fat and I'm a bitch. Stupid. Like, I just feel like we're pushing it there. You know what I mean? But let's go on to the next person. Y'all give it a second. Remember, y'all, we are just looking for people who will not get vaccinated or who refuse to get vaccinated, y'all. So give it a second. We will get some more debates in. That was petty of him. It was an astute observation. A couple errors, but it's all right. We all make mistakes. Hi, how old are you? Hello? Garfield mods. You know what? I'm gonna let you off the hook. I'm gonna let you off the hook. Oh. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Alfie, thank you so much for the heart means, y'all. Thank you so much for the gifts, y'all. I do appreciate you. Hold on. Hi, how old are you? Thank you for the heart means, y'all.
I'm 18.
Cool. So why won't you get vaccinated?
I don't want to turn into a zombie. I'm just playing.
You want to get blocked?
Vaccinated. I'm vaccinated. I'm sorry.
You want to get
blocked?
I love you.
I'm sorry.
You know, if you really love me, you would get the fuck out.
All right. Can you kick me out? I don't know how to leave.
Mods! Kick him. Get him the fuck out of here.
I appreciate you.
I don't. I love you, though. I'm joking. I actually do appreciate you. Give it a second, y'all. We will get some more debates in, y'all. Double tap that screen. It's taking us a little bit to get into the algorithm. It's okay. TikTok is trash. It's a trash app. Hi, how old are you?
24.
Cool. So why won't you get vaccinated?
I don't think it might be fake, you know.
What might be fake?
The vaccine.
Are you trolling me?
Yeah, sorry.
Mods, block him. Block him. I'm not even joking. Fucking block him. You're done. You're cooked. Okay? Remember, you guys, we are just looking for people who think that the vaccine is bad. I will block you if you're trolling me. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 26 years old. Hello.
Cool. So, why won't you get Are you driving, by the way?
No, I'm in an Uber.
Okay. So why won't you get vaccinated? Hey, Lydia.
Yeah, is that I'm saying I won't get vaccinated, is that I can't get vaccinated because one of the main ingredients I am allergic to.
Oh, then what are we going to do about that?
Yeah, and I was laid off from my job. I was making a lot of money, but they told me either get vaccinated or not. And I consulted with a doctor, and they said I can't because of one of the main ingredients I am allergic to.
So if they do that to you, that has to be a lawsuit, Rev.
No, it was on the state, and I was not allowed in restaurants. I wasn't allowed to leave my house because where I live, they had a strict lockdown policy, if you can think of it. There were like days you couldn't even leave your house because the government is
Yeah, so if you
something
can't
that
take that to court,
if your
then
losses, if
Rev, they can't.
I mean,
You could die if
uh,
you got the vaccine if you're allergic to
I
it.
told them that I'm like, hey, I can't like. It's either I lose my
Then you have
job.
a case, Rev. You have a case.
They told me it wouldn't stand in court.
I don't care what they told you. You have a case.
Besides, I was too broke to.
If it is proven,
I
well,
didn't
you
have
can
money
get a.
for a lawyer.
If it is proven that you are indeed allergic to the vaccine, you 100% have a case for wrongful termination. You won't have. With a legal case like you can get a legal aid, but like with a legal case like that, you'd never have to work another day in your life. They cannot terminate you for being allergic to the vaccine.
Well,
That's millions of
already
dollars.
Gone. That was like what 3 years ago. The
You can still do it.
The statute of limitations is still up. You're good.
Yeah, statute of limitations, but that's going to be a lot of money. You have to pay court fees and all that stuff. And
you can get a legal aid. There are lawyers who don't require payment until the case is settled, and they take a cut of whatever you make from it. But you still have a case, Rev. You can't let people do that.
Yeah, like because I was living in the United States, and the doctor told me like I can't get it because I'm allergic. You might lose my job, and then I literally had to fly back to my home country because I have like people that can help me get a job here, and some of those jobs don't need like vaccination. All you have to do is like wear a mask and everything. I literally had to leave America.
You should go.
I literally left America.
Wow.
I mean,
but you have a huge case. But like you have to think about it like this: if you can 100% prove that you are allergic to the vaccine, and you provided them with this evidence, you will never have to work another day in your life. You're putting them out of business. Thank you for the galaxy. I appreciate you. Like you're not.
Well,
that's in the millions, dude. Like that's not.
That's a missed opportunity.
No, it's not. You can still do it.
It's a missed opportunity because. I mean, I have to fly out, find my doctor that I had in the United States if he's still alive, because I haven't heard from him since 2021. So
it doesn't matter. You still have.
I have to find my doctor.
You should. You don't even have to find the specific doctor, right? You can get a lawyer that can find them for you. But like, this should still be in your medical files, regardless of where you go.
Okay, I'll see if I can do that.
I would look into it.
I'm probably those like it's your body, your choice. If you want to take it, take it. If you don't want to take it, don't take it. But
I don't think it should be like that. But like you are a different case if you are allergic.
I mean, it's my body and my choice.
Well, it's not your choice. You die if you took it. So.
Well, but I'm saying that for everyone. I'm saying that for everyone. It's their body, their choice.
Yeah.
I find it horrifying because I've seen there's counts of people in the military being literally in holding cells being pinned down.
Why do you think people shouldn't take the vaccine? I don't.
I mean, it's their body. There's people who can't take a vaccine because of religious reasons. I think I do believe Jehovah Witnesses can't have blood transfusions. There's other religions that can't take can't go to a hospital. They can't take.
The vaccine's not a blood transfusion, though.
Yeah.
But I'm saying a religion might not have access to medicine. They have to go to like natural remedies. How can I say this? I'm not talking about the people who take like
natural remedies. There's no natural remedies for COVID. But yeah, I don't believe in this.
But no. I'm not talking about C-19. I don't want you to get deplatformed.
Okay. But yeah, I don't think this whole my body, my choice thing, I don't think it should really extend to that of vaccines. Vaccines quite literally save lives. And I don't think a person's pride or even their religion should allow them to put others at risk. I think if you don't take the vaccine and you don't care about your fellow citizens, then you shouldn't even go outside.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the government should be able to like strap you down or anything, but I think that you shouldn't have access to like very like public places, and I think that like private companies should, and not in your case, that was wrong, but if they can get vaccinated and they don't, I think they should be able to like fire you.
I live in Latin America, and my mom, she took the jab. She took the COVID because, of course, I'm not saying that's bad, but I'm worried for my mom. I want her to live till she's like 80 to see her grandkids. She wasn't allowed in certain restaurants because she forgot her COVID card. The little vaccine card.
I mean,
she wasn't allowed in restaurants. She wasn't allowed in.
I mean, fucking want. You know what I mean? Like,
I know. I get it, but it was to the extent that she couldn't leave her house because her license plate ended in a specific number. There was even curfew. We were
Couldn't
only
leave
limited.
her house if her license plate
Yes.
ended
I
in
don't
it.
know
What
what
does that
that
even? I
means.
don't know
Yes,
what that means.
that was during the height of the pandemic, during like the first 3 months of when lockdown started.
I don't know what the
'Cause
license plate means.
the license plate is basically the government would establish like a pattern saying like today's an A day, today's a B day. So
Oh
if your
yeah, oh yeah.
if
Other
your
countries
license
did that
plate
too.
ends, if your license plate ends in a certain number or a certain combination of numbers, you're allowed to go out and do your necessities or like do your errands and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty good thing, especially for like elderly people.
Yeah. And there was like curfew at like 8 p.m. There was like mandatory curfew. No
Oh yeah, that
exceptions.
happened over here too. Yeah, but that over here was like last names. But I don't see how this is an issue. Like she either needs to tighten up, or she's not going to be able to experience like the general public.
No, and the only benefits that I got and all of my family got is that we got
I don't know
stimulus
why
checks.
you're taking this so personally.
I mean, it's not personally. I think everyone had it hard during the lockdowns.
Yeah, but I'm
Didn't we all?
talking to people about why they won't get vaccinated. You literally
Yeah,
can't
that's
get
the
vaccinated.
thing. Everyone had it hard. Like,
But like you
Rev,
just
you
keep bringing up your personal and your
Like,
personal.
I'm not saying
and it's like-
personal. I'm not like it happened to like almost everyone. I'm
Rev,
saying it
you
happened to everyone.
cannot get vaccinated. You medically
I can't.
cannot
Just
get vaccinated.
I cannot get I can get every other vaccine. I can
That's
get, like,
I
tetanus
know.
shot and
I
all
know
stuff,
what you're.
but
I
just
know what we're
can't get
talking about.
I can't get the COVID vaccine.
That's fine, but like,
and
then there's
my
no
life was impeded
conversation.
for it.
Rev, there's no conversation for us to have. You need to look into the resources to take people to court. I can't.
And
help
now
you
there's a
after
huge
this.
court case of people coming out sterile for taking the COVID vaccine.
Well, you're gonna have to find a source for that.
Yeah, and now there's a huge movement saying that unvaccinated sperm is going to be the next Bitcoin.
Rev. Source it up.
Source it up. I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be. I think unvaccinated sperm
I
is
don't
gonna
care.
be the
I
next
don't care
Bitcoin.
what you think.
So
I'm asking for a source.
I might get paid out.
Rev, you're not getting paid out for shit. You're not even taking your job.
I'm gonna
to court.
get paid out. I think women.
You're
who
not even
are-
taking
who
your
need
job to
surrogacy-
court, source. Anyway,
Ma'am.
Rev.
Huh?
Jesus Christ, Rev, find the fucking source that people are going infertile from the C19 vaccine. Bars.
Are you sure they're just hiding it because they don't want men to speak out?
What the?
'Cause they'll
Yeah,
find a
so
lawsuit on
it's
their
really
ass.
convenient when everything's a fucking conspiracy, Rev.
I mean, if 80% of the population took the jab and 80% of those men or less are coming out infertile, do you think Johnson and Johnson and
Yeah, that doesn't mean that these things are
and
like.
Pfizer will get a lawsuit
That doesn't
on
mean
their
that
ass?
these things are causal, right?
But I'm saying,
Think of it a hand
do
hard,
you
Kylie.
think there's a correlation?
Find the source, Rev. Find the source. I'm starting to think you're fucking capping about you being allergic.
I actually do like feel like he was trying to use that as like a thing.
I
and
mean,
he
because
doesn't
a
if
lot
I
of people
can't-
came out saying
if
that they
I-
couldn't
okay.
take it.
If I can't find get money for a court fees for lawsuit, I'll just like.
You don't need money all the time. You don't
But
need
I'm
it.
saying I need to fly out to the United States because I don't live in
You
the United States.
chose
at the
to
moment.
leave.
I had to leave. It was either that or be homeless.
You can still have a case.
Go.
That's how these things work.
Huh?
That's how these things work. You still have a case regardless. Find the
Okay,
fucking
so-
source, Rev.
I would rather sell my
Why am I screaming?
Dude,
Because I
nectar.
can't. Mods fucking blocking
Dude,
me.
like,
I
we
would
can't
rather sell my
convince you
Mac
to, like-
nectar for millions of dollars. in
Rev.
court.
Dude, did you come up here to like? This is not a therapy session, dude.
Like, we can't convince you to like look into the court case, but you made a claim and we're asking you for a source for it. So
A
like,
claim.
Okay, let's go on to the next
Anyway.
person. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Anyone new here? I will fucking scream. I will scream. I will scream. And if you don't like it, mods block them. Thank you. Hi, how old are you?
41.
Cool. So why won't you get vaccinated?
Just because I didn't really trust the government and the way they were pulling it out and how fast it went and the whirlwind of it. And then I had other friends around me that took it and they started to get seizures and they started to get shakes and all sorts of other things. And I just didn't really trust the government and their way that they came out with it.
What government?
Our government, the Fauci, and all those guys.
You mean like Operation Warp Speed?
No. I'm saying
That's
the
what you're-
people that
that's
came
what you're
out with the whole
describing.
thing.
That's literally what you're describing would be Operation Warp Speed, which would be like the Uber funding of these particular like programs that would get the vaccine out as fast as possible. So why do you hold this? Do you understand how long the vaccine has been in the works?
From my understanding, it wasn't very long.
Yeah, that's not true.
Okay, so what is?
Yeah, so this vaccine has been in the works for like what? Not Edith, fucking Lydia.
Damn, that's like the third
Don't you
time.
think it's even worse for that to be a thing?
What?
Do you think it's even worse for them to be coming up with something early on and then all of a sudden there's a disease that comes out that the vaccine is perfect for? That's even worse.
No.
That's even worse.
Yeah, so C-19 has been a thing for about what, 2 decades?
Yeah, it's a lot of it has been in factory farms, like slaughterhouses, and like the animals would get it, and I think they'd have to have like vaccines for that for like the animals. I mean, I don't think it was C-19, but it was a kind of C.
Hold up, Lydia, take over. There's something in my eye.
Oh shit.
So do
Yeah,
you guys think that like that the medication that like the hydroxychloroquine, do you guys think that would have worked if you had COVID-19?
no.
There's no
Wait,
evidence
wait.
for that. But yeah,
Hydroxy. Wait, say the term again?
I think it's called hydroxychloroquine. Hydrochloroquine. I'm trying to say it.
This
'cause
is
it's been a
different
long
from
time.
the horse dewormer, yes? Or is it the
Yeah,
same
that's
thing?
that's ivermectin.
Ivermectin. Damn, you guys
Ivermectin
tried
is
so
it,
many
yeah.
things except the actual vaccine. So.
oh yeah.
Well,
So
because I had the vaccine kill a friend of mine when the ivermectin saved his mom and his sister.
yeah, whatever.
So
Anyway,
so you can't just say yeah, whatever. Like that's something that
Well,
I
you
can't
don't
because
know.
it's a fucking
We
anecdote.
have no way to validate
Yeah,
that.
I don't care about that. So
So you don't care that the government? How old are you?
I'm still speaking. I
How
don't
old are
care
you?
I don't care that you're twice my age. Your intellect says otherwise. So
Okay,
the thing
so
is,
you haven't
right?
even been around to even know what's what. That's cute.
Hey,
That's
whatever.
cute.
Hey,
Little girl.
hey.
Are you driving?
Hey. Nope.
Okay, so like the C-19 virus was first found around 1965, right? So it's been more than 2 decades since this has become aware, like as according to like the human population, right? The only thing about, and first of all, in terms of vaccines, right? They've been working on this for a while, but the only thing was they didn't have a lot of funding for it because it wasn't a widespread issue. Now suddenly, when it became an issue globally, the funding that was put into this program that would create the vaccine, right, simply sped up the process. This isn't a new vaccine. It's always been a thing. It is just Operation Warp Speed helped in the creation and the quick distribution of the vaccine.
If that's what you want to believe, that's fine.
Why don't you believe it? Thank you for
Because
the
I don't believe the shit that the government says.
This wasn't
I
from
don't
the
believe
government.
the things that they did. I
This
don't
wasn't.
believe. So,
This isn't from
was
the
it from?
government.
Who is it from?
Yeah, so health organizations aren't the government.
Oh, like the health organization and everybody like that on that
Yeah,
level.
that's who was in charge of it.
How do you control the world? Not by doing what's best for everybody. You control the world by depopulating people, by controlling what they do, by controlling how they act.
The population of the earth has gone
It's been
up.
like this. It's been like this since the beginning
Hey
of
guess,
time, and
hey
all of a
guess,
sudden people
hey
think
guess.
it's new
The
stuff. It's
population of the
crazy.
earth has gone up.
No joke, but
Shayla,
the way
the
they've
population
controlled
has
the
gone
people
up.
hasn't changed. They still continue
But the
to do the
population
same
has gone
things,
up though.
I have a question.
and
Just
it's also gone
curious.
down rapidly. So
It
Just
didn't though.
just curious. Like, what shape is the Earth? Do you think? I'm just curious. We don't have to
that's
talk
always a
about
good
it.
converse. I don't know. It could be either round or flat. There's arguments for both.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
I
I just
think-
wanted to
I
know.
think
There is
but I'm
not
also-
arguments for both. So Shayla, you don't have. So
But
what
I'm
is
a
your
believer, though,
way?
so-
Yeah, we understand you love QAnon. So like, what is the way you determine whether or not something is true or false? What is your criteria for that?
Discernment.
What
Looking
is
into it, having
your
research, doing
your own
things.
bias?
No, I said discernment. I didn't say bias.
Well,
Discernment
yeah,
is your
obviously
own
it'll be
personal
discernment,
bias.
but how do you discern what is right and wrong? That's like the question.
The Bible.
So bias.
And so I
Anyway.
go from there.
Yeah. So how do you know that the Bible is true or false?
Because I have a relationship with God. And
Yeah.
I
So
have
how do
him
you
in
know
my
that
life.
God? How do you know that God exists? How do you know that God is not
Because I
Satan?
have a relationship with him and watched him do things in my life. and
Yeah.
say
So
things,
what
and
evidence do you have
so-
to say that it was God?
What do you mean evidence I have? I have a lot of people around me that saw it was God.
That's not
Here's the thing:
evidence.
is I don't have to. My job is not to prove God to anybody. So I'm
That's
not.
why. That's why you're up here. If your entire argument is going to be. All right, then mods, fucking get him out of here. You're wasting my time.
Oh, like you should probably grow up and not talk to people the way you do.
But I am though. You're wasting my
I
time.
will for sure talk to like conspiracy theorists
Like,
in a certain type of way.
Are you
like,
gonna beat my ass?
You guys are literally like actively spreading your weird propaganda.
You're poisoning society.
People.
Hi. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Cool. So, are you going to get? Well, I'm sorry. Why won't you get vaccinated?
Are we talking about like all vaccinations or like the COVID?
Yeah, just in general.
So with me, I have a family. So first off, I want to point out and say that I am open to your statistics or your research that you bring to the table. So I'm not going to be like completely against you or whatever. I'm against it because I actually have a family friend who is a doctor and has said that the government pushes private practices of doctors and whatnot to force people to get the vaccine, any vaccines. Because it will.
Yeah, I don't care what your friend says. I don't care.
Did he show you proof? This doctor friend, did he show you proof of that?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so can you go ahead and cite that?
I don't have it with me right now. He physically showed me, but
yeah. So like, why should we give a shit if you just?
What did he show you? Like, was it a piece of paper? What was it?
It was a contract.
And what did it say?
Was it to encourage people to get the vaccine?
Yes, by offering a certain amount of money.
So there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just incentivizes people getting the fucking vaccine.
Okay, I get that. I'm more of a holistic type of person, and when I ask my doctor
so holistic medicine literally kills people. I don't care, right? So, like again, so why won't you get the vaccine? Also, that's not forcing. That's just encouraging people to get a life-saving vaccine.
Got it. I got the COVID vaccine and it did a lot more harm than good. I haven't got my period for over a year after getting the COVID vaccine. And there's a study that showed, I think it was Tulane News University, that did a study where a lot of women haven't gotten their period after the COVID vaccine.
Yeah, where did you say you found that from?
Yeah, I would love to know if that's just correlation or not, because I can think of other reasons why that might occur, like stress.
Yeah. Like major changes
University
in your
news.
I'm sorry, news?
Oh
if
my
you can't
God.
see me, I can't hear you.
It was
news.tulane.edu.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
It was news.tulane.edu.
Tulane.edu. I don't know how would you
What's
spell
the
that?
title of it?
Yeah.
Let me check. Let me hop off.
Oh my God.
Large studies finds women with menstrual cycles stop after COVID-19 vaccine.
COVID-19. Did it say vaccine or just COVID-19?
Vaccine.
Yeah, so within the study it does say that it's not the vaccine, the infection can halt your menstrual cycle.
Of course, you didn't read it.
Not the vaccine.
Got it.
Did you just read the title, or did you read?
I searched up on Google and it said COVID-19 vaccine.
Well, that didn't work so well.
Okay, you don't have to be rude about that, but okay.
Well,
I mean, like,
if you even used an ounce of intellect, you could have probably thought that. Well, actually, let me just back up here.
Because it says global study finds COVID-19 disease may cause change in menstrual cycle length. It says nothing about the vaccine.
Okay, but I also discussed it with my physician, and he said there actually was a certain small percentage of women that haven't gotten their menstrual cycle after getting the COVID-19 vaccine.
But did he say it was
Do you know
because
why
of the
that is?
vaccine?
It was because of the vaccine.
And he
That's
told you
I
actually
even
not
got it.
true.
I haven't gotten it a year
Yeah,
after.
so Sophia, also that can also depend on like the type of vaccine that you got. Like for example, if you got the type of vaccine that actually gave you like where they actually inject the virus into you, right, in order to help your immune system fight against it, I wouldn't be surprised if your body reacted in a similar way, right? But again, like I still don't see what evidence there is for this. Also, like I can't find any evidence for this.
Okay.
It said to me, wait, hold up. A new study confirms that many, so maybe long report is the COVID-19 vaccine did affect people's periods, especially for those who don't typically have them due to long-acting contraceptives. So if you were on contraceptives, it would affect you more.
I'm not on contraceptives.
So
I'm a lesbian. I don't need them.
I can't find anything about any kind of long-lasting harm. Like I simply can't.
I mean, it still was concerning because I haven't gotten after that, I haven't gotten it for over a year, but I still get my period regularly now. But it was just very concerning, and you know.
I mean, look, like the reason that it's like a little bit frustrating to me is because like if you had just looked into the actual source you cited, you would know that it didn't cite like the vaccine specifically as the reason and actually like C19 as the reason, because there's already so much information about the vaccine, and there was like literally like mass hysteria created by people saying that it doesn't work and that the government's like out to get you and stuff like that. So when people like don't take the time to actually know the information and then they come on a public platform and spread things that aren't true, like even unintentionally, it can just be like frustrating, you know.
Also, the level of mass hysteria recorded like during the era of C19, like there were a lot of things that can affect your menstrual cycle, whether that be stress, getting the vaccine itself, the lifestyle changes that come with the pandemic. Like there are a lot of things that go into this. I can't find a single source, right? I can't find a single study that says that these things are like causatory.
Okay, but I got the vaccine. I got the vaccine after the whole COVID, hysteria and everything. My period doesn't get affected over stress or whatnot. It was just coincidental how it happened right after I got the vaccine. That's the only thing. I'm not saying I'm denying. I'm saying, oh, people shouldn't get vaccinated because X, Y, and Z. I'm just simply stating my experience with the COVID vaccine and how it affected me. And I was just concerned, what did I put in my body?
Yeah. So again, it could depend on the type of vaccine that you got and how your body reacted to that. But the fact that you got your period back, I don't see how this is a problem. Your period can be affected by what the fuck you ate. So like, what harm is this causing? Like, whether or not it scared you, who the fuck cares, right? No one cares.
Right,
My
but
period stops.
it's still concerning.
I don't even get cramps anymore. My period just starts and then it stops and it comes back, right?
Right.
It's concerning. So what?
It was just concerning. It was just simply concerning because.
So did you come up here to vent? What argument are you making here?
No, I'm not coming up here to vent. I'm just simply trying. You asked why I wouldn't get the vaccine, and that is my point. Because
you wouldn't
it
get the
affects your
vaccine
menstrual
because.
cycle.
That's it?
I mean,
there's no harm.
And there's also.
So wait a minute, Sophia. Let's weigh the options here. There's no actual harm that comes out of you getting the vaccine. It messes with your cycle for a little bit, right? Of which the actual virus could do worse, right? It messes with your menstrual cycle a little bit, and so you're willing to put literal millions of other people at risk because you don't want your period to be off for a month?
That was not what I'm trying to say.
So who gives a fuck? So
I care because it's my body. I care. I give a fuck.
Right, but like whether you being terrified because you missed your period 1 month doesn't mean anything.
No, it wasn't a month. It was a year.
Cool.
It was over 10 months.
Awesome. So what test did you get to determine that it was the virus?
What do you mean the test to determine it was a
virus?
virus?
What test did you get to determine that this was caused by the virus? Because if you cannot provide me with any kind of proof, then I don't care about what you're saying.
I discussed it with my doctor, and he said that there was a small percentage of women that he found within his network that did not get their period after the COVID-19 vaccine.
Yeah. So how long did these typically last?
What, the not getting the period?
Yeah.
Over like a few months. It wasn't just
Yeah.
like 1 month type of thing. It was like 10 months. That's irregular for me. And that's irregular for a lot of people, especially with me not
Yeah, that doesn't
having...
mean that there's any necessary harm coming from it, though.
It's still affecting my body, and I don't want it to affect my body on the long term.
Vaccines affect your body, and it didn't affect your body long term because you have your period now.
Okay. Well, I do appreciate that, but I also wanted to point out with the HPV vaccine as well.
Right. So I just don't understand what your point was.
My point was that it affects you in a negative way.
Was it negative though?
It was negative. I didn't get my period for 10 months. Although it was great, I didn't get my period.
You being stressed out is not necessarily like a negative side effect.
It wasn't because of stress. I'm telling you, it was not because of stress.
That's a you problem, right? What is there any physical harm that came from it? Thank you for the heart me. Is there any like adverse medical health effects that you got from it? Did you literally get any other tests to determine whether or not the things are caused directly from your doctor telling you that this might be the case doesn't mean anything unless you got some type of test, and it's unusual for you to not get your period for a year. Like, just because you happen to get it a week or a couple of days before doesn't mean that these things are correlated to each other. So also, even still, nothing happened. You missed your period for a year. Womp womp.
All right. Well, I do appreciate your information and your research that you brought up to the table. I really do appreciate that. I took account to it, and I am listening. So I do appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi. Let's go on to the next person. Y'all, remember, y'all, if you do want to support me, remember my Cash App and my Venmo is in the bio, you guys. Remember, y'all, we are just looking for some debates. We are just looking for people who do not want to take vaccines, y'all, who do not want to get vaccines. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Cool. So why don't you want to get vaccinated?
For me, I just believe you have a personal choice to do what you want. It's your body. I don't feel like you need to be forced to take a vaccine.
No shit.
Right.
That's it. You just don't
you
like
said
being
why
told.
Don't I want? Why, that's my choice. I'm confused. Like, so that's my choice.
Sean, thank you so much for the galaxy, my love. Thank you so much. You don't want to get it simply because you don't like being told what to do. You'd put
No, it's not being
people's
told
life at
what to
risk for
do. I
that.
think it's a personal choice. It's not being told what to do. It's being
So why did you make that?
If I want to take it,
so why did you make that? Yeah, whatever. You do, but like
no, stop cutting me off though.
You do.
Talking.
You just
I'm
won't get the privilege. Shivy, whatever. Fuck. You just won't get the privileges, right? So
as far as what? You can still get stuff done without your vaccine. You know that, right?
I know, but I think
you don't need a vaccine.
Shivy, I think you shouldn't though, right? But the thing is though, why did you make that personal choice?
That was my personal choice because I felt like, first of all, how are you coming out?
Are you talking about
all vaccines, for no reason? Or are you just talking about like the COVID vaccine?
I'm talking about vaccines in general.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotten vaccine without my choice because if you know, once you get born, you have to get vaccinated. It's like
I know, but like the vaccines in which you chose not to get, why did you choose not to get it?
We're gonna start there. Right?
No, we're not because you got the vaccines.
No, you asked me a question, I'm gonna answer it. That's what I'm saying.
Right. So why did you choose not to get the vaccine?
You're not, and that's what I'm trying to tell you, but you're cutting me off.
All right, quickly.
Please don't rush. Calm down. Relax.
Quickly.
But yeah. So for one, I never even actually had a choice because it was just given to me straight
I didn't
off.
fucking ask. I didn't ask.
You literally just did.
I specifically said the ones you chose not to get, genius.
You're literally dumb.
Am I though?
Yeah, you are.
You can't read.
No, you can't read.
I don't know
you feel
what to
like
tell
you're up here and you're talking to
the
people.
Ones you chose not
what
to
are you
get.
Talking about?
The ones you chose not to get, Shivy. The fuck? Anyway, the attitude on me, are you gonna beat my ass? No. So cry. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 29.
Cool, so why won't you get vaccinated?
Why would you get vaccinated?
Because it saves the lives of people who are less fortunate, who are unable to get the vaccine. It provides a shield for people who have immunodeficiencies, as well as it provides me with a shield myself, and it lowers my chances of dying to these viruses.
So why were people still getting the COVID-19 and passing away after the vaccination?
You don't know how do vaccines work?
Can you tell me?
You don't know?
Vaccine, they inject you with the virus so your body can fight the immune system. But the COVID-19
No.
was
That's
DNA altering.
No, honey.
Explain it, love.
Honey, so you don't know how vaccines work.
I do, but explain it.
No, I just want to make sure you understand. Because the question you just asked just told me that you fundamentally don't understand how vaccines work.
How does they work?
Right. So vaccines, what a vaccine will typically do is introduce your body to diluted versions of the virus, so your body can understand.
I didn't just say.
I'm still speaking. Right. So it introduces certain parts of the virus or diluted parts of the virus or copies of the virus to your body, so your body remembers a way to fight it, right? So you asking why people were still dying from the... I'm still speaking.
But I literally just
But I'm still speaking, though.
Wow.
Good job. Right. So the fact that you asked why people were still dying from the virus literally made no sense. If you truly understood how vaccines work, you understand it doesn't make you immune to a virus.
I just told you.
I'm still speaking, though. I'm still speaking. Good job.
So you just want to dismiss what I said?
Speaking.
You got it, sis. Go ahead.
Good job. Right. So like I was saying before, you asking why people were still dying from the virus made no fucking sense, right? Because do vaccines make you immune?
Clearly it doesn't.
But did you think that?
I'm saying, what's the point in getting it if you still can get the virus?
Excuse me. Do vaccines make you immune?
You and I both know it doesn't, but why?
Exactly. So why are you asking this?
Get it then?
So why are you asking this?
If it doesn't,
because it lessens. Because honey, it lessens your chances of dying. It lessens your. It reduces. Because it's not 100% foolproof, sis.
So why would I get it?
What's her name?
Your chance.
Wait,
one second.
That makes no sense.
Whatever the fuck your name is, Malaysia, right?
Malaysia, baby bop.
Right. So if people still die in car crashes, why the fuck should we wear seatbelts? Tell me.
There you go.
That's two different. You can't compare.
No, it's not. Where's the distinction between the two?
You can't compare.
If people still die in car crashes, why should we wear seatbelts?
You can willingly drive. The vaccine was forced on people. You couldn't get a job.
No, it wasn't. Anyway.
If you didn't get the vaccine, you were
wearing
fired
a seatbelt is forced upon you.
No.
The second people see that you don't wear a seatbelt, you lose your license.
You get
a fine.
You don't lose your license. You get a ticket. You don't lose
your
license.
You keep it up, see what happened, right? So
you don't lose your license. So.
Keep it up. If they keep catching you doing that, it's gonna happen, right? So Malaysia, like again,
did you get the booster? Did you get the booster too?
I did. Anyway, Malaysia, like I asked you before, if people still die in car crashes, why should we wear seatbelts?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Is it because it's more likely to keep you safe?
No, but how are you comparing those?
Oh, no.
How are you comparing the two? It's not critical thinking. It is. You can't compare the two.
Malaysia.
Instead of just saying that, why don't you tell her why it's not analogous?
Yeah, can you go ahead and tell me where the contradiction is?
You can't compare the two when
tell us why instead of
when Johnson & Johnson is forcing you to get a vaccination.
No one forced you to get a vaccination.
They
she has
did
no
force you
listening skills at all.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all.
I mean, she can't. Hearing aids off.
Can I speak?
Can you answer?
No, when you tell us the answer to the question, where is the contradiction in my analogy?
Because it's a car and a vaccine. How can
you... fucking shit! Do you know what an analogy is, Malaysia?
But you can't compare.
Do you know what an analogy is?
Yes, but you can't compare.
So can you go ahead and tell me what an analogy is?
How can you compare a vaccination?
Can you go ahead and tell me what an analogy is, Malaysia?
To someone
Can you go ahead and tell me what an analogy is? I can tell you exactly how we can do that. Malaysia, I can tell you, Malaysia, as soon as you define the word analogy, right? As soon as you, hey, genius, as soon as you can define the word analogy, I can tell you exactly how we can compare the two. So what is the definition of an analogy? Go ahead. It's okay. It's an adult skill. Hey, Malaysia, it is an adult skill. It is an adult. Hey, Malaysia. Hey.
Is it?
Hey. It is an adult skill to be able to admit when you don't know something.
I just told you what vaccines was, and you.
I didn't ask you what a vaccine was. I'm asking you what is an analogy.
Can you explain it?
Do you not know?
Can you explain it?
Do you not know?
I just said what the vaccine was, and you said the same thing.
I didn't. But I'm sorry, AJ, Lydia. Did I fucking ask what the vaccine was again?
You asked. Yeah.
That's so crazy.
You asked me what was the vaccine. I told you.
I'm asking you a different. I'm asking you a different question. I don't know why you're answering the question
because I don't want to say the same thing you said. You said I'm not saying it. Go ahead.
So you don't know.
So you don't know.
Who the fuck don't know what? Oh my god.
You.
This is sixth grade English, right?
AJ, did you get the vaccine?
Yes, I'm not.
We're not pivoting. Hey, genius.
Did it prevent you? Did it prevent you from getting COVID?
Hey. We're not pivoting, baby. We're not pivoting. We're not pivoting. Yeah, you are. So, do you not know what an analogy is?
Can you please elaborate?
So you don't know, yes or no?
I'm gonna tell you.
Did you learn that word yesterday, Malaysia?
For your sake, I don't know. Can you please tell me?
It's not for my sake. It's for yours.
If you do know, why won't you just tell us what it is?
Because I just told her what vaccines was, and she told me I was wrong.
Okay, and I didn't even say that you were wrong. I said that you have a fundamental misunderstanding of what vaccines do.
You said the same thing I said. What do you mean?
I re-explained it and then explained how it doesn't make you immune.
So explain what you're saying.
It's because I'm making sure you don't know. If you're going to be disingenuous, I'm just going to put you back in the gulag.
I don't know.
Good job.
There we go.
Good job. Clap it up, chat.
Can you explain it?
Good job. Big girl time, right? So,
can you explain it?
So an analogy is when you compare specific traits between two distinct things. Right now, I am comparing the logic we use in the context of seatbelts and driving cars, right? And crashing.
And vaccines, you can't compare those two, sis.
I'm sorry. What did I just say, audience? What did I just say? It's the comprehension is really good. You did great in school, didn't you?
That's like apples and oranges.
You can compare fruit.
Yeah, what? Actually, you can say that apples and oranges share a similar trait, which is that they're fruit. Right now, what Tashika is comparing is the fact that even if something is not 100% effective or preventative, doesn't mean that we don't use it in order to try to
How many books have y'all read?
Mishaps,
you all have common sense?
Common sense. You don't get common sense from books, genius. But
that's
also,
what I'm saying.
Malaysia. Did you hear the definition that I gave?
You don't have it.
But Malaysia, valedictorian. Period.
You're reading too many books.
Miss Valedict. Oh, I know you think that's a problem. I know.
Oh my God.
Honey,
you don't have common sense.
Honey, I know you think reading is a problem.
That you can compare.
I know, Malaysia, I know you think reading is a problem. I know.
You have the right to put your seatbelt
Malaysia.
On or not. Vaccination.
No, you don't.
They were firing people for not getting them. What do you mean?
And you will get hefty fines for not wearing a seatbelt.
But you're not going to lose your livelihood.
You likely could, depending on the jobs you have.
I can pay a fine.
Right? Like if you even have like kids in the car, it's gonna go up. You're gonna get in big trouble for not wearing a seatbelt. If someone pulls you over and they see you not wearing a seatbelt and then they go look at your record and you keep getting pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt, you're gonna get in big trouble.
But if you don't get a vaccination, you're gonna lose your job.
But yeah, if you don't get a vaccination, like the consequences for the seatbelt, you're not going to be able to be around people.
That's not the same consequences.
So Malaysia, I didn't say they were the same. I said they were analogous.
So what are you saying?
Malaysia. Hey, honey.
What are you saying then?
I swear her brain cells are missing just like that flight.
Okay.
Right? So, like I was saying before, fitting name.
Damn, I just got that.
It's totally not the same thing though. You're trying to be so
Malaysia, what did I say? What did I say an analogy was? Can you go ahead and explain?
You're trying to be so right, but you're wrong.
I don't have to try.
I know what it is, but I'm telling you.
So can you go ahead and tell me back?
You can't compare
what an analogy. But Malaysia, wait.
Why
can you go back and tell me? Why don't you read books? Why don't you read books?
Are you on meds or something?
Why don't you read books though?
Who said that?
You.
I never said that.
Anyway,
I never said that.
Anyway, like I was saying before, right? What is an analogy? Can you go back and give us like
we going in circles. What I'm telling you is
no, we're not. Malaysia, I'm gonna put you back in the gulag if you can't answer questions.
Their jobs
I didn't. Good.
Why is that a good thing?
Because they're putting other people at risk for no reason.
They're being selfish.
But how are they putting people at risk if it's
because they
100%
unalive people
effective?
by freely carrying the virus. The point of the vaccine is okay. The point of the vaccine is that if enough, I'm still speaking, Malaysia. Your listening skills are trash.
They actually
okay. Like I was saying before, behave yourself. Have some fucking decorum.
You got the floor. Go ahead.
I'm gonna have the floor regardless. You understand?
Okay.
Mods, put a fucking muzzle on her. Anyway,
good
like
job.
I was saying before, put a fucking muzzle on her, mods. Like I was saying before, right? The point of a vaccine is that if enough people get it, right? That if enough people get it, it will form a shield around people who are unable to get it. And that the virus itself will be more likely to come into contact with a vaccinated person of whose body is more likely to be able to kill off the virus. Sure. That is the point of vaccines.
But did it?
And if you choose, yes. And
what
if
was
you
the point of the booster?
It did. To make sure that it works at its best potentiality.
No, because it wasn't working.
You get boosters for the flu virus. You get boosters for every virus.
I never got the flu virus.
We know. You don't even read books.
Did you get the vaccine?
As a kid, yeah, but not as an adult.
You're not getting your flu shot? Malaysia?
I'm black. I don't need the flu shot.
What?
Girl, you think the vaccine was so effective?
Girl.
Why did you have to get a booster?
You have such a beautiful mind.
Why did you have to get the booster?
The world must be so wonderful when you just, like it just
get it out.
Everything must be so beautiful when you just don't.
You got the right
shit.
one today. Get it out. Go ahead.
What you gonna do? Beat my ass?
No, we debating. You like debating?
No, we're not.
Sis? You like debating.
You got a violation. Bye. Anyway, let's go to the next person.
That stuff, like when they can't comprehend an analogy, it's like so frustrating because there's like nothing you can do to get them to like understand.
Hello, how's everyone doing today?
Good. It looks like I'm the only one here at the moment, but
no, you're not. I'm just trying to change my background. So Autumn, why won't you get the vaccine?
Oh, I have no problem with the vaccine. I just wanted to come up here and say that bitch sounded dumb as fuck.
Okay, guys. What the fuck? Hey, guys. This isn't your fucking life. You can't come up here and say crazy shit. You will get me banned. Don't piss me off. Do not come up here and think you can just say whatever the fuck you want. We are not friends.
Like, we got it. We promise.
Like, we do this shit. Simmer the fuck down. Okay? Simmer down. We do this shit. I don't know y'all. Okay, let's go on to the next person. Y'all give it a second. We will get some more debates. And if you do want to support me, remember my Cash App and my Venmo's in the bio. Same for my co-host as well. I don't know where the fuck AJ is at. Hey, Kieran, why won't you get the vaccine? Am I rude for setting boundaries? Mod, fucking ban these losers. Hey, why won't you get the vaccine?
What are you talking about? The COVID vaccine?
Just in general.
Whichever
one you choose not to get.
Yeah, just the COVID one. I mean, I'm not against vaccines at all. I just refuse to take this one because.
Thank you so much for hurting me.
It's just, you know what I mean?
No, that was not a full sentence.
There's too much wrong with it.
What is wrong with it?
Sorry?
What is wrong with it?
Well, I mean, you haven't heard of all the stuff that's going on in terms of the vaccine side effects.
Can you make an actual argument?
That's why we're asking.
Sorry?
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, you don't have to be rude.
Well, can you answer the question then?
Can you shut your hole?
Bro, at this point, can
tell
you?
This guy just wants me to put it in it.
Like, are you good? Are you good? Like, Kieran, like, fucking chop chop.
Chop chop.
Okay, did we hear this? Did we hear that? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay, so tell your friend to shut his hole for a minute so I can speak.
Honey, he wasn't even talking for that long.
This is
Why,
like his
why is
first
he
Kieran,
talking at all?
hey,
Am I having a conversation
hey,
with
Kieran,
you?
hey, Kieran, hey, Kieran. They were both up here before you fucking got up here.
Right, but I didn't ask to
Okay?
talk to
Are you
him.
gonna beat his
Have a
ass? Are you gonna
conversation
beat his
about
ass? Are you gonna beat his ass?
if he wants me to. If he wants me
But
to.
you're not.
Who
But
the
you're
fuck
not
would
though.
want you to beat their ass?
Like Kieran, like I don't know what you think. Like what do you think you're doing here? No one gives a fuck. You can just leave.
But I'm not up here.
But no one gives a fuck. But no one cares. No one cares.
It's
So
okay.
answer the question.
We
Why
know
won't
you
you
want.
get
obviously
the
part of
fucking
the woke club,
Why won't you get the vaccine?
Listen to you.
Why won't you get the
And
vaccine?
this is what liberals.
Why won't you get the
all they do is
vaccine?
yell
No
at
one
me
cares
And try to, you know what
about
I'm saying?
dude. No one cares
Girl,
about your
bye.
polygon ass head having ass.
Girl,
No.
bye.
Why won't you get the vaccine?
Why won't you shut your mouth for a second so I can speak?
Why didn't you answer the question? It's been like 4 fucking
And I've been
minutes.
trying to until some.
You literally
podcast
have. You
decided
took
wanted
set on
46
AJ. Clearly,
minutes.
I can see it in your mouth, bro.
You
Can
can
you
see it in my
fucking
mouth.
can you fucking answer the question?
I can see
Why
a blood
won't you
clot in
get
your
the
mouth, too,
C19
so-
vaccine?
Uh-uh.
Why won't you get the
Uh-uh.
C19 vaccine?
I don't
Are
think
you
he
up
has
here
a
for
reason.
clout?
Am I up here for clout? Are you on this live for clout? I think.
Do you have an
Yes.
argument,
Yes,
Kieran?
actually, I am actually.
Exactly.
No, he
Hey,
does
Yeah,
not.
for sure.
Hey, Kieran, do you have an argument, Kieran?
I just told you.
All right, y'all. Mods, fucking ban them. Fucking annoying as shit.
Exactly, bitch. Bye.
What is this? Why
You
do?
literally started talking about wokes and like wokeness.
Exactly. Well, that's
What
exactly
are you
What do you?
doing?
What do
You're
you mean?
woke
Where,
liberal.
yo, Chad. Why do people like that always bust out the AAVE like it eats every time? It's weird. It's never not weird. Why they bust out the AAV? Why did my mod block me? Block AJ. Okay. You guys. Hi. How old are you?
I'm 28.
Cool. So fucking. Oh my god. Why won't you take the vaccine?
So first let me say your necklace is real cute, but I won't get the vaccine because I take care of my health, babe. I'm healthy. I'm 28. I jog 6 miles a day. I have a good amount of healthy muscle on my body, so my body fights off disease naturally. And I feel like people should take responsibility for their health. If you're overweight, if you have underlying diseases and illnesses,
Jay, what the fuck are you talking about?
then you need to correct that, babe.
Yeah, by getting the vaccine. What the
you
fuck
were
are you
up
talking
here-
about?
No, because you were up here and you were like, oh, you need to get the vaccine for
Jasmine,
other
thank you
people.
for the $5 or Venmo.
Because
Jay,
other
Jay,
people... No,
Jay,
because you said that. You were like, because
Jay,
other people
Jay,
are
Jay.
sick. No,
what do
I might-
vaccines do? What do vaccines do, Jay?
They boost your immune system to fight the disease for whatever you're getting the vaccine for.
Yeah, so what the fuck does that have to do with overall health?
Because
viruses,
people who were dying were obese and they had underlying disease, right? So
Right, and so the point of the vaccine is for you to get it, so you're more likely to get it before they do.
No, ma'am.
That's literally how vaccines work.
What you don't understand is America is overweight. Your average American is eating 4,000 calories a day.
It's not just weight that would unalive people in the context
You need
of C19.
to take responsibility for your health. I'm not responsible for your health, babe. You get the vaccine.
She's just on a high horse about like her own
Yeah.
health. It's kind of weird.
No, my pronouns are he, him.
Shocking.
Like, I just don't understand this. Like, do you think that like you won't get a virus if you like work out and stuff?
Do you think people who were like fully healthy weren't dying?
That is possible, but the chances are way less likely. I have not.
How less likely? What are the stats on that?
I have not caught in COVID, and if I did, I might was asymptomatic. But that's because my health is in tip-top shape. And like the lady was saying,
No, it was likely because of other vaccinated people around you. So Jay, what are even the stats on this?
oh my god, here you go.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so you can't really quantify that, right?
Yes, you
But
can.
What
Yes, you
we
can.
do know is that
Jay,
most people wait.
Where are the
But what we
stats?
but
Where are
what
the
we do
stats?
know
Where are the
is that
sources?
most
Hey Jay.
I actually-
Hey big boy. I know you. Like I don't know what to tell you. I keep telling y'all this. I'm asking for the stats on this. I'm asking for the sources. And if
I
you
just
don't
wanna
have
know,
it,
like-
then I don't care.
Like even if like you think that other people should be caring for their health more, do you think that means that you get to not get a vaccine and let them unalive? Like, do you think you're like punishing them because they're not meeting your standard of health? Because that's actually what it sounds like.
So where's the source,
Yeah.
Jay?
So first of all, let's not act like when CNN was running the news that most of these people were older people, obese people, and people with underlying disease.
And you think they should just
those people
die?
deserve to live. That's your point.
What I'm saying is I'm not responsible for their health, is what I'm saying.
No
You
one,
just
no
don't
one,
care
no
about
one.
mine.
So you
I'm
think they
responsible
should?
for my
So you think they should die?
You're so conceited about your own
I
health.
think
You're
that they
so
should have
proud
taken
of yourself, and that's
responsibility
great.
for their health, is all I'm saying.
So you think they deserve to die?
Don't think that they deserve it. I think that they deserve to take responsibility for their health, and maybe they wouldn't have died. That's what I'm saying.
So you think them dying was the rite of
So you
passage?
think it's their fault?
So you're blaming me for someone else's choices.
No
I'm
one's
confused.
blaming. No one's
I'm
blaming
blaming
you.
you for your choices. Your not benevolent choices. You don't give a
Right.
fuck about
My
other
choice
people.
to not get vaccinated, and it was their choice to not run 6 miles a day and lift weights 3 to 4 times a week. I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't
get it.
You know, people have jobs.
Also, Jay.
Oh, me too.
Also, Jay. Obesity is not just because you don't work out. I don't know where this is coming from.
Oh, here we go.
It just seems like you find yourself to be
So,
morally superior
what's the
to
reason?
people who are obese.
PCOS is why people are obese?
No,
What's the reason?
it's more than that. It could be PCOS. It could be illness. It could be addiction. It just
Okay.
seems
And
like you
again,
find yourself.
that's
Jay,
my
I'm
fault.
still. Hey, no one said that, Jay. But
Okay.
it seems like you have some kind of like moral superiority over these people, and you feel like they deserve to die and be sick because of it.
No, what I'm saying is
Because my thing though, Jay, if you understand that you just getting this vaccine is going to lessen the likelihood of these people losing their lives and being able to change it in the future, you choosing not to do it simply because they ought to have done something else, then you're just, I don't know, a narcissist.
No. And this is like a switcheroo type
You
of
genuinely sound like a narcissist.
No, this is like a switcheroo type of thing where you're trying to blame me for someone else's
I didn't even blame
mistakes.
you. No one blamed you.
But you're trying to say that
An addiction
because
is not a
these
mistake.
people-
Obesity is not a mistake. I don't know why. I don't know why you're using this rhetoric.
It's a mistake if your health is at risk, babe.
It's not.
That's a mistake.
It's just a set of circumstances.
Yeah, but those are choices. You made a choice to
No
be
one-
addicted.
no
you
one
made a
made-
choice to be
What?
obese.
That's
You
no
made
one
a
chooses
choice.
these things.
You're actually
Oh my God. Am I I'm going crazy in this
Yeah.
bitch.
So can you go? Yeah, we know. This is one hell of a crash out. So yeah, can you go find us? Can you go find a source that these things are choices? I'll give you some time, genius.
like just doesn't care about other people.
You chose
I said go find a source. I said go find a
You
source.
chose to overeat.
I said to go
You
find a
chose
source.
to do drugs.
I said
What
to
are
go
we
find a
talking
source.
about?
I said to go find a source.
Is this your cop out when you ask people to find sources?
It's not a cop out. It's me asking you to provide proof.
You made a statement as well. Do you have proof that it's not a choice?
That addiction is not a choice.
Right. Do you have proof that that's not a choice?
What's the definition of addiction?
Actually pissed me off. I need to
Oh my God. Y'all, I want people in the audience.
Yeah, so
to
in
realize
the case of addiction, the first time in which you engage in a particular action, you could say that it is a choice, right? But after you have become addicted, it is no longer a choice. The level of like mental instability or even physical instability that will befall people who suffer from addiction is real. And at that point, it is not a choice because a lot of the time they are faced with death.
So let me
They are
say
faced
this.
with death via by their own hands or by the withdrawal itself.
People in the comments are saying
So it is not a
WJ,
choice.
Yeah, ate it up. But let me say this though.
I have no empathy for
I
other
have
people.
people.
That's why they're
So let me
supporting
say this.
Jay, I don't know why you're not providing any evidence for this. I don't know why not. I don't know why not.
So let me say this. I have close family members.
I don't give a fuck though. And you don't
So now
either.
you don't give a fuck. Now you don't give a fuck.
I never gave a fuck.
Listen.
I'm asking
it's a
for
choice.
evidence. I'm asking
It's a
for
choice.
evidence and statistics. This
It's
is
a
just a
choice.
statement.
People at some point you made a choice to put drugs in your body. You made a choice to overeat.
Addiction itself is not a
Jay,
choice.
You made a choice to
Jay,
overeat.
listen here. Hey, Jay, can I just, maybe this will give you a little bit of sympathy.
Me when I'm a fucking
No, there's no sympathy.
Say, hey, Jay, come on, man. I haven't said anything new. Can I just, real quick? You know, a lot of times it can start with people, whatever, smoking a cigarette when they're drunk or whatever it may be. But you should also consider that there are a lot. Could I just finish talking? There also are many circumstances like what I deal with where I had an extreme amount of pain to the point where I wanted to end my life. And instead of doing that, I got put on opioids for pain because that was my only alternative. There are many, many millions of Americans that are in severe chronic pain that rely on painkillers, and that also is a sort of an addiction. Yes, it is a choice, but the benefit of taking something stronger like a painkiller, which can lead to dependency and addiction, can save someone's life or take them out of what is just straight misery.
That is not most people's situation that are addicted to drugs.
Actually, there was a study done, a policy evaluation by Harvard, and they found that more than 50% of people that have addictions started because of medical treatment. So that is not true at all. Yeah, a lot of quietness over there.
Okay.
You don't even know what the fuck they're talking about.
Great.
No, you just feel moral superiority to these people.
Some pills.
He actually does. That's what it is. He thinks he's better.
And then you started abusing the pills. Great.
Oh, you have no empathy.
Yeah, you started abusing drugs. You started abusing the drugs that the doctor prescribed to you.
No,
that's not. What are we talking about?
It's literally not a choice.
What are we talking about, babes? Come on,
Jay. So it seems that you don't understand. It seems like you don't understand.
I'm done,
Amanda,
man.
thank you so much for the sub. It seems like you don't understand like circumstances. If a person is suffering from like an extreme amount of pain, it is not necessarily a choice, or very much not a true choice. Like, are you brain dead? Like, I'm confused.
And to put it more simple, I'll make it really simple. So last year, I started having chronic pain all over my body. But when I started taking pills, I started
This is what they want you to feel bad for them so you can kind of, like, I don't care about your chronic pain.
Do you actually want to learn? Do you want to learn something?
We know.
I don't, because at the end of the day, did you become addicted?
I will tell you what happened very quickly.
Did you become addicted
Mons,
to
put
drugs?
a fucking muzzle on this weirdo.
Please, Jay, just let me. I will answer your question. Just let me talk, please. I never interrupted you. So, thank you. So, first off, I'm not going to answer that question directly, but what happens here? Can I finish talking? The problem is I started really, really low when it came to painkillers, but my body formed a dependency and required more and more to treat the same amount of pain. I didn't have a choice. I had absolutely no choice or say in how my body reacted to the pills or how my body reacted to the pain. So to be very specific, when I started very low taking painkillers, and this is the same for millions of Americans, you have to work your way up the pedestal. Because if you don't, you'll be in the same amount of chronic pain before you even started. So what I'm saying is, no, these people, including myself, don't abuse our pills. We form a dependency. That's not a choice. That's what happens when you take them, right? So, no, I'm not an addict, but I have a strong dependency. I take oxycodone around the clock. That's not... I don't have another alternative. The other alternative is the hospital, and I can't afford it. So... you lack an insane amount of sympathy for millions of Americans that have no other alternative. And just so you know, this isn't the life I wanted to live. I travel around the US and miss months of work in school just trying to find answers for my health. Dietary changes, supplements.
This is very anecdotal, and it's like
you were about to do the same thing.
This is the same story for millions of Americans, Jay. I don't want to be taking
a vaccine.
You are a very unsympathetic. You are an unsympathetic
It's
prick.
very strange.
What is strange about what I'm dealing with? What is strange about what millions of Americans deal with?
Because you're using this woe is me approach.
It was not a woe is me approach. He gave you a comprehensive answer as to how people become addicted to these
to get
things.
people to feel bad for you and to make me look like a bad person because
tell me what you want me to do, Jay. I have something really simple for you. Jay, tell me what you want me to do.
Look how your gifts are going up because people are feeling
Can you
sorry
mute her
for
real
you.
quick? Can you
Because they have empathy and you don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, look, I'll give you a simple alternative.
Literally
Jay. You tell me what you want me to do. I take supplements. I spend hundreds of I only shop at Whole Foods because I try to eat really well. So I spend money on clean food. I take supplements. I exercise. I've traveled all around America to find different alternatives, including holistic options from chiropractors, dietitians, right? I'm a patient of Mayo Clinic and Cleveland Clinic. I've done everything in my power to get my health back to where I can be a normal 21-year-old kid. I don't even go out. So what is the alternative for you? Should I stop taking my medicine and become suicidal? Please tell me, Jay. Because this is the same story for millions of Americans. Look,
Should he be huddled in a corner, pain over his body? We're talking about addiction, Jay. We're talking about how this is not like, because it seems like when you think of addiction, you're thinking of the heroin addict on the corner of Kensington.
Right. She has a fundamental misunderstanding of how. I mean, this is just crazy. So Jay, I'm doing all the right things. Tell me what me and millions of other Americans should do. I'm dietary, got that. Supplements, exercise. I'm doing what you do.
Should people just choose not to have chronic pain?
I mean, you need to seek a therapist, maybe, so that way you can.
Are you
therapy? Take away the pain.
Seek a psychiatrist.
Do you think this is a mental thing, Jay?
Yeah, a psychiatrist. Seek a psychiatrist.
He doesn't have a fucking mental issue.
He's saying that he's struggling with drug abuse. That is a mental
because of his physical ailments, genius.
And it's fucking with his mental health. It's
because of the physical ailments.
Jay, can I give like a point of view from being a tech?
Becoming addicted.
You have no empathy. You're genuinely a psychopath. This is why I had to turn off the comments.
This is some gas.
This is why I had to turn off the comments because the amount of people who agreed with you is fucking disgusting.
That's what I'm saying. They're saying WJ because I ate it up. I've been saying it in the comments.
No, you just don't have empathy.
No, I said
other people don't have empathy.
Keep them muted. It's really weird how often like a lot of people just straight up narcissists. But go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say something quick because I am a pharmacy technician and literally all that we do all day is dispense hydrocodone, oxycodone, and a lot of these people who are in chronic pain don't even know that they're addicted, don't even know that they're abusing it, and that's how it starts. Because they don't know because that's what the doctor is prescribing them. These doctors are passing them out like candy a lot of the times. A lot of times these are like maintenance meds for a lot of people, especially older people. And I don't know how you can take accountability for age, but I mean, Jay doesn't know what he's talking about. So,
listen, all I'm saying is it comes down to choices. And
it literally wasn't a fucking choice for AJ.
Does anybody choose to be 80 years old though?
I'm referring to the vaccine. Because y'all are going onto this drug addiction thing because that's how you can win this.
No, Jay, you're genuinely one of the like most conceited people I've ever met in my life.
Oh wow! So everybody who doesn't want a vaccine and who says take responsibility for your health is conceited. Take responsibility.
Stop talking.
I don't. What is the word that I'm thinking of?
I actually think you need to seek help so that you can like actually understand other people's lives and lives and like their conditions, because you don't give a fuck about anyone but yourself, and you're so proud of yourself.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. Great health, and that's so amazing for you. But maybe you should think about why that is, and if there's anything that could have been stopping you from reaching this amazing godlike standard of your health. Oh, so amazing! You don't care about anyone else.
I'm a little bit confused. This is the word that I've been trying to think of this entire time. I'm sorry.
You're up here and you're telling another person that he's not trying hard enough when he's done everything in his power to try to get his health back. Like, you're genuinely like and you don't care. And it's actually scary to me how much you don't give a fuck about other people.
So are
Stop talking. This one more thing. This individualistic worldview is why people die. Right? Because you simply saying that you are not responsible for anyone else's life or their health is why these people die. Of course, no one is asking you to be fucking Superman. Simply, like, for example, do you, like, for people who are, like, immunocompromised, right? For people who are, like, severely disabled, do you think that within living within this society, within having these particular social contracts, that you have an obligation for their safety when it comes to deadly viruses?
Absolutely not. And this is
You're
another
a
thing.
psychopath.
Let me say this.
So, like an immunocompromised child, if within, no, just really quickly, Jay. So within the context, you are given a choice to shield the life of an immunocompromised child. If you just got the vaccine, you would choose not to get the vaccine because it is simply not your responsibility.
I will say that I am an individualist. That is why I voted for Trump the first go round.
Oh, you're a narcissist. Individualism in the context of society is just narcissism on a political scale.
When it comes to C-19, it is a upper respiratory infection. We are not talking about a brain-eating, flesh-eating disease. We are talking about something that is preventable if you prioritized your health and took responsibility for it.
No, it's not.
It is 100% preventable.
No, it's not really.
Like I said, Americans overeat, you're obese, and that's what the issue is. Obesity.
Yeah, so what evidence do you have for this? Where are the stats for this, dude?
Where are the victims of C-19?
You've been calling out people for using personal analogies, but that's all that you've been doing. Like, do you have one source, bro?
We might restart because I think we're getting the following glitch, but like I just fucking, as if genetics aren't a thing, as if like, they just left. That was, I think I'm gonna hit a restart. That was gross. That's a gross person.
I rarely get that angry with.
I'm trying to fight it. I'm very upset right now. I'm very upset.
Definitely not all I wanted to say. But I would really like to keep my account. So.
I'm very upset. Also, this visceral hate towards fat people.
Insane.
It's really, 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 really weird. And it also feels to me like maybe he used to have like bad health and then he had some like, I mean, you know, you'll see the like the guys, the bodybuilders on Instagram being like, you don't give a fuck about yourself if you're not in the gym for 8 hours a day and stuff. And he took that literally and now he's one of them.
Yeah, so
thank you guys for the gifts. Thank you.
I think I'm gonna have to restart. That was just one hell of a conversation. I think he was projecting his insecurities. I don't even know. Narcissists are. I don't understand them. They simply don't care about people. But I've been live for an hour and it's not sending out at all. So I'm gonna restart and I'm gonna check my analytics and just see if anything's good. But I'll be right back, y'all. Give it a second. Be like 5 minutes.